Hello everyone! Today I will be teaching you how to make your own texture overlays using Affinity Photo. It is quick and easy to make. You can actually buy these things online, but I much prefer to make my own. I have bought some before, but now I know how to make them. So I'm gonna show you how to make them. I am using texture overlays on some of my portraits to give them painterly effects to make them look like painting, as they say. So if you want to know how to make that, just keep on watching. Before I start, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell button. First of all, I don't know if this can apply to Photoshop. I have used Photoshop before. I think it does. So just try it. If you only have Photoshop, just try what I do there, because I'm using a different software. It's called Affinity Photo. The texture overlay that I will be making today is that I'm going to use it on this picture right here. I've taken this photo last year in Pontypridd in Wales during our trip there in August. I haven't done my vlog yet that time. I don't have any YouTube channel that time, so I don't have any videos particular to this shoot. This is in our hotel room, and I just saw that window up in the roof, and I just thought that that's the perfect spot for him to sit, and I just took the photograph. I used 35mm f1.4 in this one, the Samyang, and my Sony a7 III. This is all done with natural light, as I didn't take any lights with me. We were on holiday. So to make the texture overlay, first you have to open a new file. That's good size right there. And then you have to put a gradient. First we'll have to add a layer for it. I'm not sure if you can see this because I am using two screens to edit, but you just have to add new layer. I don't know if I can drag it for you to be able to see, otherwise my screen will be small. Anyway, I'm just gonna do it like that. Okay, I'm just gonna do it like that. There we go, so you guys can see. All right, so you'll just have to add a layer like that, and to a gradient, a radial gradient like this. Make sure the middle is the lightest color. I'm not really gonna use a very bright color because I want to be more brown, so I'm just gonna go a little bit dark here like that. Maybe, and this side much darker than that one. I'm just sort of deciding what color I want to put, so there's no right color. It depends on what kind of photo you're gonna use it for, so you can definitely use any color you want, but this is how I want it. I think that's okay. It's very close to black. Just gonna drag it like that in the middle, and that's done. So you're gonna go open your brush, pick another layer, and I'm just gonna drag this on so you can see. On Affinity Photo there are these different kind of brushes, and you can go to, I don't know how to pronounce this, it's called Coaches. I have no idea how to pronounce that, but you can click that and you can see all these different brushes there. I'm gonna click one, this one, 72. Just gonna lower the opacity, maybe some there, and I'll go for the dark color. Don't do black. I will only do the dark color or the darkest color of the gradient that I did. Okay, so let's just start. Use my pen right here, and we're just gonna color the sides. I don't know if you can see that. I have no idea what's going on. try that again. It's been slowing down because I am recording my screen as I do this. And my computer is going crazy. What are you doing? Doing so many things at the same time. So I'm just gonna be like really careful. So what you should do is paint the sides carefully. There we go. Let me zoom in to see. Yeah, you see it has some sort of texture on it already. And that's very good. I really like that. Now let's just continue with that. Oh, don't do that. I would say just plait it, or I know, just pat it. And then there are other brushes here I've seen in textures, and you can definitely choose anything. I'll just choose the first one, I suppose. Just make a new layer for that. And I'll just lower the opacity a little bit. Yeah, just flatten it there. I'm just flattering it. So I'm just doing a dot motion on my pad because I just need the texture it gives. Let's try another one. I'm just gonna randomly click one. This looks okay, so let's go darker. Oh, like much 100% opacity. Let's go a bit dark. That's. And let's dab it there. Dab. There we go. It doesn't really matter how it looks, really, because you just need the texture of it. So it don't matter. I mean, at least for me, it doesn't matter. I don't care. So I'm just gonna dab it everywhere. Like that, and maybe this side. There we go. So you can see there are textures coming out already. Doesn't look like much, but you will see later once you put it on the actual pictures. Let's see this one, or maybe that one. The thing I like about Affinity Photo is the brush is showing you how it will look once you edit, because you see the brush is showing you how it would look. Like, let's say I change it to white, then it will show you. See, there are white bits on it, but obviously it's a texture, so not really obvious, but you know what I'm saying. Beep boop beep 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 boop. So I suppose that's finished. Let's see. I'm gonna drag this back on the side because that's annoying. Alright, I'm gonna drag these guys on the side. I'm gonna flatten them, and then I will copy it to the picture I want to edit. So right here. Let's just fix that a bit. And you can do either multiply or soft light. I would say soft light this time, but most of the time I'm using multiply, but I will do soft light this time. And there we go. That's how it looks before and after. And then you'll just have to do a mask and remove the stuff in his face. So let's go back to the normal brushes that we have. Okay, and lower the opacity like that. In black color, let's remove. So I'm just gonna do this real quick because otherwise it will take a long time. if I'm gonna like really go all the way down to the details. So I'm just gonna remove it on the places where I don't want the textures to be, like his shirt, his skin. There. Remove it, remove. Maybe here in the camera. Here, so there's still a bit of light there. And his legs. There. So it's not perfect, alright? Sorry. But if you're gonna do it properly, you gotta have to go slowly so you can see everything. So I'm gonna lower that opacity a little bit and just do it right here to see the light coming out of the window. There we go. And that's pretty much done. You see, it's so easy to do. And that's how the picture looks like now. Before and after. I will probably do some more finishing touches, but that's probably gonna be on my next video. I'm not gonna teach you that now, no. It's just gonna be more of the textures now. So there we go. That's the end of it. So we finished. That's very quick and easy, right? It's so easy to do it. So let me know if it works for you. Tell me, I want to see the picture you've used it on. Let me know in the comments below. And by the way, I want to show you something that I did yesterday. I'm so proud of it. This painting at the back, I actually made this yesterday and I'm so happy about it. It's so nice and colorful. That's it. I painted it using acrylic and I'm gonna display it in our house. That's so nice. So that's the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys on my next video. Goodbye.